ibn Ali ibn Abi Talib. Al-Abbas, the brother of Imam Hussein. I'm going to really make it really short. Three things I want to talk about this tonight. So number one, who is Abbas? Then, what's the special thing about Abbas? Why Shia dedicated one night in Muharram to speak about Al-Abbas? And third, just to go through his narration, to go through his stories in Al-Taf, and try to take some of the values that he presented on that day. So Al-Abbas ibn Ali ibn Abi Talib, he's the brother of Imam Hussein from the father. So Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, after the death of his wife Fatima Alzahraa, he got married to another lady called Fatima, what we called al-Banin. So from al-Banin, he had four sons, and one of them is Al-Abbas. So he's the brother of Imam Hussein from his father, but from a different mother. So this is Abbas. And if you ask anyone, like today, if you go to any Shia and you ask him, who is Al-Abbas? Tell me one thing you know about Al-Abbas. I'm sure they will say one thing. Abbas means brave. Abbas was indeed a brave man, was a very brave man. If you listen or you read, they will say Abbas, he was a very long guy, very muscular, very powerful, has a lot of strength. And he was one of the fighters with Imam Hussein. But I think if we only focus on Al-Abbas, on this aspect of his personality, I think we are not fair, not being fair with him. Because Al-Abbas it's not only a guy with muscles. A lot of people in the history are guys with muscles, but none of them became Abbas. So the value of Abbas is from his knowledge, not from his muscles. Yes, he was muscular, but the most important thing is he was a guy with knowledge. He was a guy with faith. This is what really makes a difference between a guy who goes to heaven and a guy who goes to hell. So all the action he presented on the day of Al-Taf, in the battlefield, or outside, or on the nights before the battle of Taf, was a reflection of his faith, of his knowledge. And this is a very important thing, and I want everyone, especially you, to go out today with this information. But then let's see what this knowledge made him on the day of Al-Taf. A story that personally, it's one of my favorite stories of Al-Abbas on the day of Taf. It's when the whole campaign of Imam Hussein were thirsty to death. So the kids, they came to Imam Hussein, asked him for water, and went to Sayyidah Zainab and asked her for water. Everybody went and looked for whom? For Al-Abbas. And this is something that we have to value in our own life. If people comes to you, if they need something, don't say, oh, I don't have a time, man, I'm really busy. No, that's a mercy from God. Not everyone, people goes to him to solve their problems. Or they go to him to get what they need. That's a mercy from God. And this is exactly what happened with Al-Abbas. They went to him, asked him for water. He said, yes, sure, definitely, I'll go. The water was far away in the river, and the river was secured by the army of Yazid. So he had to go and fight to get to the river. And he's one of the Hussein campaign. He's thirsty to death as well. So not only the kids are thirsty, everyone was thirsty. So imagine yourself going there, thirsty to death, and suddenly you have all this water, the cold water. He goes inside and he gets some of the water to drink, but then here where the knowledge kicks. Yes, he did this action, but then he was thinking, can I really drink this water? And back in the campaign, there are people who are thirsty to death. Then he threw the water from his hand on the water on the river. He said, no, I'm Abbas, I'm not going to do this. So that's a true presentation of who was Abbas. He was a guy who's not thinking about himself. Although he had everything he wants at that moment. Like if I was there, I was, okay, I'll drink some, I'll get some strength and go back to them. Why not? I'm here, they are not here. And I'm sure a lot of people, they will think the same thing as I do. But he didn't, because he had that knowledge, he had that faith. So he threw the water and stored the water he had in the tank or the storage, and he went back to the campaign. But that wasn't an easy way to go, and unfortunately he couldn't make it. So on the way back, he had to fight, and fight very hard. But then the Yazidi army said, no, if he got this water back, the army will strengthen, and they will fight us harder and harder. So we have to make sure that he doesn't really get to there. And this is what they did. So they sent hundreds and tens of soldiers to kill him. And the other nice image here is when they killed him, and at his last moment, he shouted, "Oh Hussein, oh Hussein, your brother is down." And the blood was everywhere on his face. So he couldn't like really see, or he could only feel what's happening around him. And Hussein, he flew like an eagle to him to rescue him. So when he approaches him, he got closer to him. Abbas didn't know. So he was like begging, "Hey stranger, please, I need to see my brother Hussein. I want to see him before I die." Because he didn't know that he was Hussein that is coming to him. And Hussein replied, "I am your brother Abbas. I'm here." So he sat, he put the head of Al-Abbas on his lap. And see what the great guy is. Like, he didn't say, "No, come on, please save me, I don't want to die." No, he said to Hussein, "Hussein, are you proud of me? Did I really make myself proud on the judgment, on the day of judgment in front of Alzahraa salamullah alayha?" So this is Abbas. This is really who's Abbas. Abbas not only a muscles, Abbas is a guy of faith, a guy of knowledge, a guy who died for his cause. Assalamu ala al-Abbas. Assalamu ala akhi Abi Abdullah al-Hussein. And by this we'll end up today's talk.